Today is Tuesday, January 6, 2026. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso with your Gulf Coast forecast. As of Tuesday afternoon, the 2 p.m. observations, 80 degrees in New Orleans. Wow, 70 degrees in Biloxi, 75 in Mobile, 73 Pensacola, 76 in Evergreen. So warm temperatures out there. Some cloud cover away from the coast. A Meridian still dealing with low cloud cover, 71 this afternoon. Hattiesburg at 75 with some cloud cover around. I think we had that cloud cover in parts of our area overnight tonight, along with the development of some fog. So 61 degrees in Mobile, 60 in Evergreen, 63 in Pensacola, 63 in New Orleans, all with the potential of fog. We could see another dense fog advisory issued tonight. Patchy dense fog is likely, I think, as the temperatures are right around 60 degrees. Highest concentration of dense fog areas will be right at the immediate coast. You see that purple color there with our Futurecast graph model that is showing where the fog potential is. I think that highest potential is near the coast. By 5 a.m., if you have to get out early on Wednesday, I'd pay attention. Maybe add that little extra time to commute. If you're driving, especially near any bridges close to the coast, we could have some fog issues. Later on in the morning, it looks like this fog does go away for our inland areas, but coastal areas, South Mobile Bay, Mississippi Sound, coastal waters, could deal with the fog a little later into the day. Then into the afternoon, partly cloudy, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures extremely warm. 76 degrees is that temperature forecast in the afternoon with a southwest wind at 7 miles per hour. Looking at the temperatures across the region, Atmore and Bruton at 77 degrees, 74 in Pensacola, and it looks like comparing these numbers, which we've been dealing with all week and we continue to deal with through the end of the week, to the records, it gets really close. A lot of our records for tomorrow, 79 degrees in Mobile. For January 8th at 77 degrees, January 9th at 78 degrees, January 10th, 79 degrees. So we're right next to these record numbers and we're going to be getting really close to it. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that at Mobile Regional Airport and other areas that could try to break some records. Here's your Futurecast. Overnight tonight, we have those clouds rolling around. Otherwise, fog is the big deal. Fog tomorrow morning, 8:45, grayness, some cloud cover around. The green specks that you're seeing is actually the forecast model picking up fog. Then Wednesday night, here we go. More fog across the Fox 10 viewing area. It's pretty widespread. It's kind of our main impact right now, along with those warm temperatures. And on Thursday, I can't rely on an isolated sprinkle through the day on Thursday with partly to mostly cloudy skies and southeasterly flow across the area. But fog, again, fog into Friday morning here, and Friday we do have a rain chance. Switching gears now, we're going to look at the big upper level picture across the entire country, and a couple things to note here. See this bubble over the Gulf? That is a ridge of high pressure aloft. We are kind of in what we call zonal flow right now. Flow is pretty flat and boring, but there's a big bowling ball upper level low up here off the west coast. This is our next weather maker. It's a trough that comes in, sweeps across country, develops a big old storm system, and that could bring the potential for some strong to severe storms for portions of the deep south Friday into Saturday. Something we're keeping an eye on. Let's look at the upper level pattern overall. We're looking the upper level flow, troughs and ridges. What's the big driving forces behind the weather? Ridge over the Gulf, so that's still warm temperatures. Ridge over Cuba and the Yucatan Peninsula as well. So, I mean, very warm over there in the Caribbean. But we're keeping an eye off to our west. There's that trough that comes in that's developing storm system. It's going to develop a surface low that's going to sweep across the Mississippi Valley, and that'll be something to watch for a focus point for some strong to severe storms. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center for their Day 4 outlook, they have gone with what's equivalent to a slight risk of severe storms for portions of the Mississippi Valley, including Mississippi. Northwest Alabama is included in this, also Middle Tennessee, Memphis area, the Mid-South, Middle Tennessee all the way to far west Tennessee there, and also Arkansas, Louisiana. So those are those locations that are included in that severe weather risk. I think the potential is there. It looks like once we get to Saturday, the system gets close to the Fox 10 viewing area, the Mobile-Pensacola area, and there's some more uncertainties about that risk. It looks like some of the dynamics may lift north out of our area, so it wouldn't be supporting severe weather as much, but we'll keep an eye on it. So that's equivalent to the slight risk. Remember, you have 5 risk levels in the Storm Prediction Center's outlooks. I have a feeling that we will probably see some kind of marginal risk for our area right here on the central Gulf Coast on Saturday. But we'll watch and we will get that risk in the next day or so as we get to the day 3 outlook. So keep an eye out on that. Let's go to the models. This is the GFS forecast model that we'll start with. There's that low pressure system developing, cold front. Notice on Friday evening we could start to see showers and thunderstorms locally. We'll keep an eye on those, but then it's Friday night into Saturday when the storm system rolls in. Now, overnight, we will lose some instability. You will not have daytime heating overnight, so the storms could lose strength as they move into our area. But we're going to keep an eye on things because if this thing moves slower, then we could get the sunrise on Saturday and the storms might start to reinvigorate themselves when we get the sunshine and warmer temperatures. This does pass by the end of the day on Saturday according to these forecast models, and cooler air comes in. Switching models now, let's go to the European forecast model. Shows a similar solution with late Friday showers and thunderstorms. Then the biggest storm chance coming in Saturday. Saturday morning, though, this is the lull in the unstable air. We're at the weakest point of daytime heating because all the daytime heating has gone away. By noon, it has the front rolling through here. I feel like if this front rolls through in the first half of the day, we would have a lower severe weather threat and we would just have rain and a few thunderstorms. But later on the day, if it does happen to roll through and we get some daytime heating, that might be something to watch. So far eastern portions of the central Gulf Coast, want to keep an eye on this as we go through the day on Saturday. But that timing is still not 100% locked in, so we're going to adjust with the forecast. I'll tell you right now that, first of all, colder air is going to move in after this system regardless, but we're going to have a really much better idea about the exact timing and exact look at this threat 60 to 48 hours out of the event when we actually get some of our really high resolution models going in. So that's your next rain chance. There's going to be some thunderstorms. This is not going to be a widespread severe weather threat. If anything, I think it'd be a level 1 kind of low end marginal risk type day. After that, cooler temperatures. How about highs in the 50s for us for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday? These are the forecast numbers for Mobile. That 10-day forecast shows a warm week and then a colder week. So the first week of 2026, pretty warm here. But after that storm system, it looks like temperatures do get quite a bit cooler.